everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a beauty tag. I have not done one of these in a while, and I do like to do these old school beauty tags every so often on my channel when I find one that I haven't done, right? So Makeup Lens posted a video about a month ago about, I think it's like the YouTube, like, am I truthful? Am I a truthful YouTuber? Or the truthful YouTube tag, whatever it is. And then I saw that this was quite popular about 7 years ago. I think everyone was doing this tag, and I've never done this tag, so we're going to do it today. I'm also going to do my makeup, and I'm going to go back into the Lavender Fields by Simply Posh, because I did try this in a recent video in my Shop My Stash, and it didn't really go very well. So today we're going to use some eye primer, and I'm going to give this another go as I do this makeup tag. So if that is of interest to you, then obviously keep watching. So I have not got ready for this video in terms of, I haven't actually looked at all of the questions before I pressed play to film. I just thought, oh, this looks fun, and I watched a few of the intros and everything, and I'm like, you know what, let's talk about makeup. Let's see how truthful I really am. I think straight off the bat, I try to be as authentic and truthful as possible. Like when I'm reviewing makeup, I don't even like review makeup all that much. So I think this will be interesting because some questions might catch me off guard. I will have Makeup Lens channel down in my description, because obviously I did see her video pop up and I had never heard of this tag before. So I want to credit her, but the person who created this, I'm not entirely sure who it was. Somebody 7 years ago. There's so many people, and I'm sure you can find a lot of, like, all of the old school, the mainstream makeup gurus have done this, right? So one of them created it. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to start doing my makeup, and we are going to get stuck in to the first question. Okay, so the first question is, have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? Okay, so I think maybe these questions are not going to be very helpful for me because I am not a big channel. I don't receive a PR. If I do, it's very, very limited. If I do, it's very, very limited. Let me think about this. So have I ever received something have I ever been sent something and not reviewed it? No. The only items that I would have been sent, I would have reviewed. So I got my first piece of, I wouldn't even call it PR. It was just like, we want to send you this. We want you to do a review on it, right? And this was back when my channel was really small, and it was like some perfume. And then I got like a bunch of face masks, because there was like a face mask subscription box or something, and they sent it to me to review. And then slowly over time, I've received a lot of emails about contact lenses and all that crap, and they're just constantly emailing me. I've never gone ahead and been like, yeah, send it to me. Yeah, the only items that I really received were those ones, and then I eventually got contacted by Lavender. I received a bunch of skincare, and it was, they did that 3 times with me, which is quite nice. I don't think they like me very much right now, but they did that 3 times. And then I would say the main brand who has been consistent is What's Up Beauty, and they've sent me PR. I do have a new palette on its way from a brand that I will obviously mention when I receive it. So actually I'm getting some additional PR, and they just want me to review it on my channel, really. It's just more like, I haven't been told what to say or anything. So that's why I agreed to it, because there's so many brands who contact me and they want me to say specific things. This might be in the question, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but no, I've never received anything, tried it, and not reviewed it. And anything that I have ever received, I have reviewed on my channel. But I'm also not a review channel, so I don't even feel like I need to sometimes. Okay, the next question is, product you use alone, but don't show or use online. Up until recently, obviously, I have been using all my skincare, and I haven't been really talking about that, but I've just started the skincare project pan, hashtag hair care as well. So there is that. I'm gonna go into obviously this palette. This is the, you didn't catch my Shop My Stash from last week. I did go into this. It's the Lavender Fields, and we want to try to do a different type of look today. So I'm thinking maybe we test out the, I didn't go into the greens at all. I went into the pinks, purples, and a little bit of the yellow. Let me test out the green. I'm gonna go into Pastor. Is there anything that I use that I don't share? No, I would say, I mean, aside from, you know, like my skincare routine, I don't really share that, but if it's like a makeup product, I have shared everything that I have, and there's nothing in my collection that I haven't shown on screen, so I want to say no. Okay, number 3 is product you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. Okay, so this could be a lot. This could be a lot. I mean, there are specific brands that I just will not support, like for instance, Jeffree Star and things like that. Or what's his name? The other one. Oh my gosh, his name escapes me. He's still around and he's still relevant. He's got like still millions of followers. You know who I'm talking about, the young kid. I can't think of his name right now. I will not support anything he releases either. He has the stripped palette or whatever it's called, with the like the painted palette or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna support oh my gosh, all of these, this just shows you how much I really don't try to support them. But Nagara, what's her first name? You're gonna think I'm literally, my mind has gone blank. I'm not gonna support her. I can't remember anybody's names right now. Maybe I should have prepared. Maybe I should have prepared because, yeah, this is silly of me. Okay, maybe other brands that I don't want to support. I mean, any brand that ethically hasn't been, you know, or morally has shown up to be just bad people. So for instance, you know, one of the brands that I purposely like just sort of, you know, took a massive step backward was Ensley Rain. I don't know if in the future I will never buy from them, but I just think it just put a bad taste in my mouth, whatever happened. And I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but once a brand puts a bad taste in your mouth, you're just like, oh my gosh, really? Because, you know, I don't follow a lot of the beauty news, so there's probably a lot of controversy about other brands that I simply don't know about. But for the most part, I try to stay clear of those problematic people. And yeah, I think those are the main people that I'm not going to support, which I, again, can't remember those names. But you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. And maybe it's a good thing that I'm not saying their names. So maybe there's that. But yeah, that's about it. There was another indie brand recently, I think it was last summer, that was so disappointing because I was about to buy a bunch of their palettes and then they came out to be nasty and they attacked a smaller YouTuber and for like their appearance and stuff. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? My mind has gone blank. I maybe I should have prepared for this video, but I think just when you show up to be a bad person, aka a bad brand in any way, and I just don't want to support you in that way. But yeah, I think that's it really. Do you have any blocked words? I'm not sure what this means. I think maybe this means you can go on your settings and you can block certain words in your comments. Like if somebody says something in a comment that they leave, I think that can trigger an automatic block or something. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the full details of this because I've never looked into that because I've never needed to. So no, I don't have any blocked words. I don't get comments like that. You know, I read all my comments and I've never received anything that's I would say hateful or has hate speech or anything like that. If I ever got to a point when that became an issue, then maybe I would look into blocked words and stuff. Just so my channel is not flooded with morons who are saying stuff. But I feel like YouTube has a pretty good, maybe this is just like outdated now, because I feel like YouTube does sort of filter out comments that they think is not worth posting, and you can like double check if you want it to be visible for everyone, because I've had a few comments flagged. They were actually fine comments. I don't know why they flagged them. So maybe in their actual automatic settings, they already do this now, because I just don't, maybe they're already blocking certain things and I don't even see them. But yeah, I don't know. And I think that's what that question is. Okay, next up, number 5, do you delete comments? If so, why? So the only comments that I delete, I get, I want to say slightly bombarded. I'm going to go into this one. I just so you know, I haven't really been like sharing what I've been doing. I went into this one, then I went to this screen, which is called Fields. I'm going to go into Acres now, and I'm going to put this here. Okay, so in terms of comments and deleting comments, I haven't had too many nasty comments, but I have ended up getting rid of my nasty comments because personally, I don't want a reminder of that nasty comment. And then the thing is, on YouTube, so what it does is, for me, on my account, I don't know if it's for everybody, but I'm sure it is. If I have hearted your comment or liked it or commented back, it will no longer show up as like a new comment for me to check. If I don't do that, it will constantly show up as a comment that I need to check. And so this person left a kind of a rude, nasty comment on my channel, and I had no intention of responding to them or obviously hearting the comment or liking it or whatever. And because I didn't do that, it just kept showing up on my dashboard, and I kept having to read what they had to say. And I did not want a reminder of the nastiness that came out of their mouth. So I did end up deleting that one, because like, why am I going to have a reminder of a nasty comment somebody leaves on my channel? If it's like a rude comment and I don't really take it seriously, or it doesn't really affect me, I just think it's silly, then I think I've left them. But a few of them I've deleted. But the ones that I actually really do delete are the people who are constantly trying to get me to sign up to their SEO package and stuff. They're like, oh my gosh, amazing video, we would love to optimize your channel, blah blah blah. I get bombarded with emails from these people, and I block them in my emails because they are just idiots, and they're just scam artists. They just want to spend money to they want me to pay them to spend more money, and yeah, it would not benefit me at the end of the day. And they do leave me like comments and stuff, and I don't like it. So it's not relevant to my channel, somebody talking about optimizing my description and all that stuff, because it's not coming from a good place. They're just literally trying to sell their services, and it's just not a point of reference. It's just not where I want that to showcase and show up on my channel. So even if a video has 0 comments and that's the only comment, I just don't want it. I'd rather have a video of no comments than somebody doing that. So I do delete those comments for sure. Hey, these are quite tricky. Okay, do you block people? So I just said it. Yes, I have blocked people, and it's been those people who are trying to sell me services. Those are the ones that I have blocked, and honestly, it's pretty rare. It's very, very rare. It doesn't happen all the time, but it might happen maybe if I have blocked them. I mean, not even every month. It's like every few months, maybe someone will pop up, and they're just bombarding me. Definitely in my emails, I block them though. I do block them because they do bombard me in my emails. They're just like, they never stop and they don't get the hint. And I just decided just a while ago to just never really respond back to them, because like, what would be the point? I'm gonna go into Harvest. I think I went into Harvest the other day, but it's really pretty. And I think with this eye look, I think it will show up better than how I used it the other day. So we're just gonna go into this, and a lot of that green is gonna come through. Pretty. In terms of actual people watching my channel and not trying to sell a service, I would have to double check, but I don't think I've blocked anybody in that respect, because everyone, for the most part, is supportive, and anyone who isn't doesn't tend to stick around and hate watch me. I mean, maybe they do, but the people who leave me nasty comments every so often, I never see them again. Actually, there was this one person who left me 2 nasty comments, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't usually see them all that much. Okay, next up, have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? So this is where, you know, like your morals really come into play. I feel as though I've been honest about how I feel about products. It just so happens that a lot of the products that I have received have been nice because I don't get a huge ton of PR, right? So, you know, if I ever got more PR, I think, you know, a time would come when I would really have to be looking at it and being like, hang on a minute, if I say this is probably not what the brand wants me to say, but it's what I feel. But I haven't felt that way, even with the what. So What's a Beauty is like I mentioned, like the brand that I've received the most from. They've literally sent me like almost their whole collection at this point, which is absolutely absurd. And I'm very thankful of that. So when I received the Skyfire, I was really trying to be as non-biased as possible. But I think it also is really hard, right? Because for me, I feel like I need to use a palette quite a bit for me to really feel if I need it in my collection, if I really like it. Obviously, if the palette is really bad straight away, then you just know. I did have this niggling feeling though of wanting to be as truthful as possible and like making sure that I was. And I feel like I was in that video. I was very positive because I feel positive about that palette. I think it's a really pretty palette, but you know, that's why I said, oh, you know, it's probably similar to their other palettes, because there is parts of the color story that is very similar. It's very on brand with them. And you could take that as a negative. You could absolutely take that as a negative, but I feel like I was honest. And that's the only sort of reference that I can pull for this question, because I haven't received enough to warrant me feeling bad about hurting a brand's feelings. I mean, I thought I was off their PR list, and I think I was, and then I got back on. I might be removed again. It is what it is. But I still want to be honest about how I feel about their products. I'm going to go into this one right here, which is Scenic. I'm not somebody who relies on new makeup for my channel. Like, I'm not a review channel, right? So I think it's a little bit less important for me to be on brands' good graces, because it's not what most of my subscribers care about who watch me. I'm not chasing the next newest release. I'm not buying all of the new releases, and I am not a point of reference for most people when it comes to new makeup and how does this perform. This is gorgeous, by the way. I mean, I'm saying that and I'm using a relatively new palette, right? That a few of you have said that it's on your wish list. So that's why I'm doing this again. I'm using it again as a point of reference, but that's really not what my channel is. That's pretty. I mean, I think this is a nicer look. I feel like this is a little bit more cohesive than that crazy look that I did the other day. It wasn't crazy. I think I just got frazzled. I think it probably could have ended up fine. I'm not having any issues with the mattes, but I'm also not trying to blend any strange mattes together. Like, obviously the green and the green are going to go, and the brown and green go. So, but no, I think I've never lied about a product. Absolutely not. Have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind and didn't let your audience know? I don't think so. I feel like I have definitely changed my mind about certain items, but I think I'm always telling you that. at some point, you know, I'm always saying, well, you know, I really liked it at first, but actually, like, the color story doesn't give me everything I want. Like, it always centers around the color story when I change my mind about a palette. I don't ever think it's about the formula or the quality, because I think for the most part, everybody has really gorgeous formula and quality. I'm going to go into this blue. Did I go into that the other day? I think I did. I'm going to go into it again, though. Yeah, it's pretty. Pretty. If I ever did do that, I couldn't think of what it was, you know, because if I wouldn't want you to think, oh my gosh, this product is amazing, and then I've changed my mind about it. I think for the most part, most people are these days, right? I think we're all pretty honest about changing our minds, because there's videos like that where, like, oh, I actually changed all the products that I changed my mind about, whether you didn't like it and now suddenly you like it, or you the opposite. So I don't know. Does anybody actually do this? I mean, I think if you're getting paid millions, then maybe you wouldn't tell your audience if you're making a lot of money, but I don't make money from my reviews. So no, yeah, maybe these questions are not relevant. Maybe, you know, but it's good to, like, set a standard, right? See how honest I am. And yeah, okay. So number 9 is an influencer you don't trust. Okay. Michaela, that's her name. Michaela Nagera. James Charles. Those are the names. Oh my gosh, I just remembered now. I don't trust them. I 100% don't trust them. Yeah. I mean, all those people just they just showed who they were, right? And they were definitely, you know, from a time when they weren't disclosing affiliate links and everything like that. And I think also the, like, Manny MUA and all that group of people were like that too. Like, really old school, you know, people who I don't know if are even relevant anymore. But yeah, I wouldn't trust anything that they say. To be fair, I don't, I'm wondering, you know, there are probably some smaller influencers who I don't really trust. I definitely trust Angelica. I feel like she has done a really good job of, you know, she obviously she's cut back now because she's been very busy, and she's not taking YouTube as a full-time job, but she just had so many eyeshadow palettes that she was reviewing at some point, and I do feel like she was honest about them. I do, for the most part. I don't think she ever was somebody who I think we had different tastes, but I trusted that she liked something, whether I liked it or not. I definitely believed her when she liked certain items. I think there might be some people in her circle who I don't really trust. I can't think of the names, but not in a way where there's any drama behind it or really any reason. It's just maybe I don't have the same type of feeling about them. Like, I don't see them as being as authentic as she comes across in a way. But I'm not going to put anyone on blast other than the 3 that I've actually put on blast. And they're not really relevant anymore, honestly. But no, I don't think so. Is there really anyone else? I mean, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know these other people. And I think TikTok is a really bad place to go for authenticity when it comes to makeup, because they're all super, super quick, short, speedy reviews. And then once this person has used that product, are they ever going to use it again? Do they have any relationship with that item? Probably not. So, okay. Number 10 is influencer you trust the most. Who do I trust the most? You know what? This is the thing. I just don't watch that much beauty content anymore. So I'm going to have to say Angelica. I think I trust her the most. It doesn't mean that we have the same tastes, but I just don't. I have not ventured out and, like, gone and found somebody else to watch, really. So when it comes to like what's new and everything. I don't watch her Friday videos regularly, but if I ever want to know, I will go to her and I will see what's going on, or if she does a review on an eyeshadow palette and I'm interested in it, I will go see what she does. So I think I would trust her the most, quite honestly. I mean, there are other people who I follow, but if you like talking about like somebody who's got quite a lot, she's got what, 100 and something thousand subscribers, so I would say she has quite a decent following. When it comes to YouTube, you know, especially with beauty, I think it's harder to get higher counts now. You know who I used to really trust, and now I don't trust her at all? Not that I don't trust her at all, but I feel like anytime she comes back to YouTube, it's only because she has a sponsorship. And I feel bad for saying this, but it's Smoky Glow. Like, I think she's been through a lot of stuff, but I really like Smoky Glow. And she did all those commentary videos back in the day, you know, when we were all sitting at home, stuck at home. And she would do a lot of makeup, like she would do a lot of get ready with me's, and I really liked how open and honest she was, or appeared to be at the time. And then obviously I know she had a lot of personal things happen, and then I feel like she came back and then she left, and then she came back and she left, and that is what happens, right? And that's fine, she has her own life going on, but I feel like she only ever comes back to do a sponsorship because she's being paid to do a video, right? It's not because she wants to revive her channel. I think she comes back and she said she has all these ideas for new videos and stuff, and she does maybe a few of them and then she disappears. So I've actually, she's somebody who I feel like I trusted because I really enjoyed what she had to say, especially about the beauty side and the beauty community, because she said everything that we all felt, and she was very she spoke about a lot of the drama stuff, right? but anyway, I think she's somebody who I probably wouldn't trust now, because I just don't know what her intentions are of always coming back. She doesn't really speak about makeup anyway either, so it's not really makeup related, but that was just a little bit of a hot take of mine. Okay, secret tips or product application you don't show while on camera. Oh, you know, I have all the tips. I know everything. I'm just like really good at this, you know, and I just don't want to share it. So when I do my little get ready with me's, I'm actually putting it on. It's all an act. I can actually do this a lot better. But I just don't want people to like feel bad about it, you know? So I try to just be like the everyday in my videos, but otherwise I'm a little makeup artist and it's just perfect. Yeah, that's how it is. No, honestly, I have nothing to say to this one. There's no secret tricks. What you see is what you get. This is how I do my makeup. I probably do it better on camera than I actually do it off the camera because I'm being watched. So, yeah, I don't know. Or I don't know. It's just, I think, yeah, no, I have nothing to say. I have no secret tips. This is just who I am. And, again, I'm just not that type of channel. Like, you don't come to my channel to learn about how to do makeup. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to tell anyone how to do that because I simply don't know how to do it. Okay, have you ever showed one product but were using another one? No, I am not like Michaela. I do not do that. No, no. I don't know. No, it hasn't even crossed my mind that I have ever thought to do that. I just don't know how anyone, like, I guess because you want to sell an item, right? If you're really like a salesperson in terms of what you do in your videos, that's just not what I'm doing here. I am just playing with makeup. We're messing around. We're not doing anything specific. I think I'm gonna go into pink. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Let's do it. This is called Fragrant. like that. Maybe so. Okay, number 13, have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? No. I've always said, okay, I was sent this. I've never been sponsored. Like, let me just put this out there. I've never been paid to do a video. I have received items for either some commission back, like affiliate links, things like that, but I've never had a sponsorship. So there you go. That's the easy response and the simplest response. And I've always said, I've been sent this. I've never like had something and just been sort of sneaky about why I'm using a product. I'm going into Sweet Aroma, which is this pink, but it does have a lot of peach to it. I'm just gonna put this under here. I need to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are so huge. They really need to be cleaned up. So that's something that I need to be doing. See, I'm truthful. I'm telling you what I need to do. I'm not using a different palette. Like, imagine I do this video and I'm actually using a completely different palette, but I'm pretending it's the Lavender Fields. That's something that I guess people would do, but that would just be crazy. Okay, next up, have you ever had a bad interaction with brand? I would never, no, I don't think it was like, I would classify it as a bad interaction. It's just like recently, so I've been contacted by 2 brands recently, both wanting to send, well, one of them wants to give me money to spend on their site. And then they want me to dedicate a video reviewing all the products that I got, and also give the rights to my YouTube account so they can monitor my ad revenue, and also have full rights to my video so they could put it anywhere they want. And I outright wrote back to them, and I was like, okay, I would not, I mean, as this is an unpaid collaboration that you are offering, I would not want to hand over any rights to my content without some sort of additional fee, because otherwise that's really when you're really putting content for a brand, you should be paid for it. And then also, like, I'm not giving them access to my account, so absolutely not, no. And they haven't responded because they just want to get away with doing what they want to do. And a lot of people would say, yes, absolutely, that's fine. I'm not one of those people. You know what I'm going to do? I think for this eye look, we're going to go into the What's a Beauty Burgundy mascara. I think that would be fun. What do we think? Should I put more on, or should I leave it as that? I think this is pretty enough, quite honestly. I don't have to go crazy with this eye look. I just wanted to play around with this a little bit more. Maybe we could go into Serenity right in the inner corner, but actually no, but then I lose the pink, so I think we're just gonna go with this. Yeah. So that's not like a bad interaction, because I was very pleasant in my response, but I was also kind of just wanting them to know I'm not an idiot. And I'm not going to be taken advantage of in that respect. Like, I'm not going to do all this work for them, give them free advertising, and not be paid to do that. So I've done that a few times where brands they ask me to do too much, right? I'm all for if somebody wants to send me that and then, like, do a review, but they don't tell me what I need to do. They don't want access to anything. I can just honestly be very free with what I'm doing. So I think that in respect is fine, especially as a small creator. But I'm not going to start handing over the rights to my content. I'm not going to I'm just not going to do that. So there's that, right? But it wasn't a bad interaction. So I don't think I've ever had a bad interaction with an actual brand. Because I'm not a rude person. I don't feel like brands have never been nasty back to me. Like, why would they be, right? So anyone that I've interacted with, they either if I start asking them about fees and everything, they either ghost me or they say, well, there's no fees, blah, blah, blah. And I say, okay, well, thank you for the opportunity, but I will pass it this time. And I've done that a lot. And then certain brands just don't write back because they don't have anything to say, or they know that they're not going to get anywhere with me. Because I'm not the type of person to do that for them. There are a lot of people who will do content like that, and maybe that would benefit them. But for one thing, I'm just not a review channel. And I'm really only want to receive, I want to be honest with you, I really only kind of want to receive PR or things like that of things that I would be interested in and something that would benefit my collection and be worth talking about on my channel. So I have to think about that too. I don't want to just say yes to, like, for instance, I mentioned, I'm always like, it's like once or twice a month, and it's the same brands that keep reaching out to me, but they want to send me colored eye contacts to review on my channel. And I just think, what is the point of me doing that? They're not offering to pay me. They just want to send me contacts to review on my channel. And I just think that I'm not, like, if I were a TikToker, if I were on TikTok and I was trying to sell all this stuff and I had like a shop and everything, that's the type of thing that I could do, because you could do like a quick little tutorial and you just do that every few months and you make some money and stuff. But I'm just not, I'm not a salesperson. Like, I don't want to be selling their products for them or doing some free advertising, especially when I have never in my life worn, actually I have when I was younger, but I don't wear contacts right now. I pretty much wear my glasses all the time. I do have contact lenses and I only wear them really rarely because I just don't like the feeling of them. So why am I going to get colored contacts? I just don't think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you only care about the makeup and the panning and like skincare and beauty in that respect. Does anyone care about colored contacts? I mean, maybe you do, but it would be just a handful of you. And I don't care about them. So why am I going to talk about a product that I don't care about? That would be really disingenuous of me, saying, oh my gosh, you guys, look at all these contacts that I have. Oh, these are so much fun, blah, blah, blah. And really try to get you to get them, and then I'd never wear them again. And I wouldn't, because I've always got brown eyes. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think that's silly. That's silly, right? I'm gonna just go into Cinch Beauty. I haven't done it since my Shop My Stash, but I think it will work because of that inner corner pink. I'm enjoying this look more than last week's look. I think last week's look looked fine, but I didn't have any issues with the shades today. Obviously I went into different shades, so maybe that's the thing, but I didn't want to do the same look, right? So, okay, what's next? Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thought on a particular product? No, I think if I like a product and other people like it, then it's just a good product, right? Or if I hate something and other people do, then it's, we have the same taste. It's just, no, I don't think so. I can guarantee you I haven't done that. But again, because I just don't, maybe this tag is useless for my channel, because I'm not somebody who's getting the latest, newest stuff. And then if something is, hyped up and it's like the viral, you always see like, oh, get ready with me using all my viral makeup and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't have viral makeup. I just don't. I have what I have. And maybe some of it is viral for a week and then it's not, but I'm not chasing that, because it's a never-ending chase and you will never get there. You will never get to the final. You will keep running and running and running and running and never ever end up there. And you will never be able to stop and like take a break. You won't be able to take a break, because you will always have to chase the next best thing or what everyone is hyping and talking about. and it's just impossible to keep up with that, especially in my life. Maybe when you're younger, it's easier and that's just what you want to do, but no, I could never, so I've never done that, no. Okay, and then the last one is things other creators do that get on your nerves. This could be a whole video. This could be a whole video. I think it's changed because I think the type of videos that I would watch that would get on my nerves, I just simply don't watch anymore. So I think that it's not something that I'm super aware of anymore. But I think if I had to take a guess, is what really gets on my nerves from creators is when they tap products. I'm talking about like all like the shorts when you're like tapping the products and stuff, and they, oh, you know what it is? When these keep popping up, and I get why they are addictive, but they're also so annoying, and maybe you guys like them. It's when they're like, oh, I got 10 minutes to get ready, and they're like they like do their makeup really quickly, but you know it took longer than 10 minutes, so they're editing their video and stuff, but it's like a little short of them like doing the, you know, and they like, oh my gosh, I'm so late, I gotta do this, and then they're opening everything, and then they're like tapping it all. That just drives me nuts. But I've seen so many videos because it is a little addicting. It's like, oh gosh, we got to get the tapping done. We got to get all that done. And it's just so performative. But whatever. I mean, you know, I'm just being picky right now. I think when it comes to panning, I don't enjoy, or like the content that I generally watch is when somebody, no, I don't think I'm going to wear this today. I think when it comes to content that's a little bit more like in my area, it's just when people just declutter items that are either discontinued and they just don't want it anymore because they can't sell it. Or they just keep getting new makeup and then they have a declutter every few months. And it's just one of those things where it's just like an endless cycle of new makeup, declutter, new makeup, declutter, new makeup, declutter. And I think, does this go? I'm like struggling to find a lip product that's gonna go with this. I don't think this goes. Maybe I should go pink. So that pink, I feel like I should go pink. Oh, you know what? I have not tried the Smushy. Let's try the Smushy. I haven't tried this yet. So this is the NYX Smushy in the shade Swipe Sesh. Let's try this. I also just find when every video is new makeup, I can't watch that. Or every video is like full face of this, full face of that, and you know they're buying makeup for that. Oh, this is a very strange formula. Oh, I'm not sure I like this. Okay, so that's disappeared into like nothing. Ugh. Okay, I really don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna go into my Nomad Cosmetics lip gloss. My lips are like really raw now because I've been scraping them off. Oh yes, let's do this one. Okay, this is it. This is it. I think I had to go with pink, right? I just had to. I haven't really answered this question very much. I think I'm not thinking properly. I'm just too mesmerized by this makeup, right? I think it looks pretty today. I'm excited that it looks way better than, or maybe it doesn't look way better. I'm enjoying it more than I did when I did my Shop My Stash. So this has worked out a little bit better today. And it gives me hope that I don't hate this palette, because I left that review thinking I hate it. I'm like, what did I buy? But I think this is actually really pretty now. So yeah, I think we'll just have to wait. I'll have to wait and see. I'm not changing my mind fully, but I definitely think that, I mean, I used the Beauty Bay eye primer, right? And I just feel like the mattes were easier to wear. But I didn't go back into these and try to blend these in. So I don't know, maybe it would be a little bit of a struggle. But I enjoyed it. I think it's pretty and it's not perfect, but it's how I did it. So you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, that is my Truthful YouTube tag. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting. I don't know, maybe not. You know, whenever I do these videos, I'm like, what did I even talk about for the last few minutes? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's been 49 minutes. Oh my goodness, I'll have to cut this down a little bit. It's sort of a long video. But anyway, yeah, I think for the most part, and I think you guys like me, but it's because I'm truthful, right? Let me know. Like I really do try to be as open and as honest as possible. Especially when it comes to liking certain things. And I'm not, yeah, jumping on other people, the bandwagon of liking certain products, because I like what I like. Like a lot of people don't like shimmery lip gloss or liquid mattes, and I love them. That's not a popular decision. That's just something that I like to do. So anyway, that is everything from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.